Hi, my friends and targeted individuals. I've been eating Cheetos. There's a lot to say, and I've been through a lot here. Being a TI, a chosen person. But right now, I'm going to tell you, I'm not down with this metaverse. I'm old as fuck, and I'm technology illiterate. There's a big ass sim culture. Don't know shit about it, but I know that technology is supposed to be used for bettering humanity, to making people's lives good and better. But it's being used to fuck with people, to try to destroy them, to hurt them. Don't trust what you see, and it's hard not to. Any image, whether it be on video, whether it be a hologram, whatever, any image and any person's voice can be captured and manipulated. But then again, if you're a targeted individual, you already know that. Especially if you're being targeted where you live, in your place. And, had to put up with electronic harassment and, EMF radiation, electromagnetics, arcs of electricity, then being on your phone, having control of it. If you're a real targeted individual, you already know these things. You've already suffered through a lot. There's so much I didn't know. Well, so much I don't know, of course. My friend Sylvia tried to drag me into, Facebook and, technology. And I kept a home phone for the longest time. I said, no, not for me. Because I feared the unknown. Not really feared, but I was skeptical and stayed out of it because, I didn't know what technology could do or computers could do, and, my best friend, the one that I was in his wedding, that used to live here, that carried me around when I couldn't walk. I learned to walk really quick. He carried me and freaking put me in the bathroom and stayed outside the door with my machine that was connected to my back. Well, finally, I think it was like in 2014 or 2015, he got me to make a Facebook, to, get into, this crap. And I stayed good with Google, YouTube, watching YouTube, Facebook, and Messenger. That's it. I didn't need nothing else. Simple, and I enjoyed it. I enjoyed it. And then, with things that were happening in my life, I had to learn a little bit to, defend myself a little bit. And let me tell you, as the years go on, a little bit is not enough. Especially, I don't know enough about things, but I know a little. You know, do I want to get into things? No, I just want to live and exist. You know, when this stuff started happening hard, I didn't know what was happening with my phones, with my life, you know, what was going on. You know, and, you know, a lot of us, most of us, go through that crazy stage. And then we go through that stage where we're angry. What the fuck? Really? You know, we're angry, we learn things, we find out things, and we're like, really? That's fucking crazy. You know, and if you've been a TI long enough, you stop running out, you know, for false flag, you know, operations and tactics, you know. You know, you know that if you run out, and yeah, it's just false as hell. You know, and I got suckered to do it again. Not too long ago. But, you know, I'm not down for this metaverse. Not at all. There's a lot I have to say, but I don't even understand, you know, the shit that's going on. I know the facts, what I see, and the changes I've seen. But, you know, now they have a way, a crazy fucking technology crapola way to try to take your mind. You know, they've already messed up my freaking health. You know, I've told you, I've had permanent nerve damage. And nerves are everywhere. You have nerves everywhere. You know, come on, I'm taking, oh, sheesh Louise. You know, this is a big old bottle of my nerve medication. Another bottle. A whole different medication for my nerves. If you have nerve damage and they're messing with you, you know, this crapola with the metaverse and crap, and, you know, all this holographic crap and lights and stuff, it zaps me and zaps my nerves. It affects me. It affects me. You know, yesterday and the day before, I couldn't even walk. I tried to get up and walk and shit. I fell in a box of food. You know, falling up against walls and shit, trying not falling, but keeping myself from falling and shit, not being able to keep my balance. You know, days of doing nothing because I can't barely even stand up. I could barely even stand up. You know, and if you're a true target individual, you know I'm not crazy, and you know the things these people can do. You know, I don't think Kevin Christian is as crazy as people think he is. He's not. You know, and, you know, people that are talking crap about him and stuff, you know, who cares? Who cares? If you smoke cigarettes, if you do drugs, I don't give a fuck. You know, drugs aren't going to make you crazy. They're going to open your senses to feel things and to see things, you know, and they open your senses. But if you have a furry buddy, you ignore these things, and your furry buddy doesn't. You watch your furry buddy's reaction. You do. They react. You don't have to, but it makes you feel good that they're just confirming. You get me? They're confirming. They look. You don't look. They look. Yeah, they heard it too. You know, they hear something outside. If they don't like the person or get a bad feel, they growl. Mine does. Or he goes to the window and stands up on his hind legs to go look. I don't have to. Because my furry buddy's just confirming. Confirming that something's going on outside my window, outside fucking, outside my fucking, what's supposed to be solitude. What's supposed to be solitude and privacy. But if you're a true target individual, you know that there's no privacy. Our rights have been taken. Our right to privacy. We have none. Because you close the door and, cover a window and close it with curtains or fucking a plastic bag, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. You have no privacy, and I have no privacy. ODD TV made a song. I always feel like somebody's watching me. Da 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 da. Do 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 do. Monitored and logged in constantly. You know who Rowdy Piper is, right? The movie They Live. It wasn't so far off. You got to put on your Rowdy Piper glasses and see. But I am so overwhelmed that I can't see. I can't see right now. I can't see past shit. I don't know about things. But I know that what's going on is not freaking right. Excuse the picture on this. I don't know if you remember, I had problems with my phone. And the charging port. And Cheers got me a new one. A new phone, a new used phone, just like the old one. Just like the old one. And I couldn't find the old one. Well, guess what? Got switched, and now I have the old one with the SIM that was in the new one. And I can tell by, where you put a pin in to pop out the SIM. I can tell because I remember how it looked. And now it's not charging. And I could tell by the charging port. Because there was problems in the charging port. That's why I needed a new used one. And I had it for, like a year. And now, instead of 2 freaking plugs working, I'm down to 1. I had to take a hot plate in the bathroom to cook food. Yeah, I'm down to one plug-in. that works. If you've been someplace long enough, you notice changes. I don't know how long that I was using that phone and it was the old one. I knew it had problems charging up, but now it's not charging at all. Just like the old one. But it is the old one. And watch your loved ones. Because if you're a true target individual, you know that they flip. They try to flip your loved ones. They try to flip the people that are close to you. And they will use images and videos that can be manipulated, holograms, anything. But by the way the person acts towards you, whether it's true or not. You know how people treat you or the way they talk to you. If it's changed at all, yeah. If it's changed at all, what they talk about, what you talk about, but you have to watch. I need to watch. Direct the conversation. Remember that. I have to watch that. And I'm not good at, acting ignorant or, like I don't know things and stuff. I'm not good at it. Because since the accident, shit shows on my face. Everything. I cannot poker face anymore. You get me? I told you I changed after the accident. God smoothed down a lot of my rough edges. And I felt all these emotions that just came flooding. And, I cried before when it came to my kids or when I was on my period, or about my dad, doing what he did, but God gave me the gift of tears. And I would have seen somebody like me now as weak. But tears, I didn't know. Tears are such a release. They are such a release. And I know now. If you're a person, I don't care what you're out there doing. As long as you're not hurting people, I don't care. If you're a good person, have love in your heart, and have a good core, that's what matters. I like myself. I love myself. Not in a cocky way. I could be alone, with just my furry buddy. Sometimes everybody feels alone. But I don't get lonely. If you like yourself, you don't get lonely. You may feel alone sometimes and you're not. But it seems like it. But if you like yourself, you don't get lonely. Plus I have my little furry buddy. people that live in glass houses. He was out sin. You get me? Your hands. Love, peace, and laughter. And a little bit of rucka ollie. Music that don't have any kind of memory attached to it or anything, you know. Something that makes you a little bit of fuckery if you get. You know, I told you, that's my niche for not falling in the bottomless pit. Being alone in this room, the house of pain. My little tune.